isn't it? And you know, it's so funny on that naming front. I mean, actually, you know, at Knox we've got, you know, products that need named and stuff, and we've got the Urban Pro at the moment. Urban Pro, I don't know, whatever.
Well, what happens?
They ran out of steam with that one, but yes, it probably is massively iconic sports bike. It's the one that changed the market back in the 90s.
They're the pioneers of super bikes, right? Yes. Sport bikes. You know, that you go back, like you say, you go back to the 90s. The FIREBLADE was the bike, right?
Was the
bike, and I think it's fair to say, in the following years, certainly kind of in the last maybe 5, maybe 10, they've just been a little bit superseded, haven't they? As soon as BMW launched their S1000RR in 2000, getting Marc Marquez involved, and you quite rightly were talking about how the performance on track with MotoGP hasn't necessarily translated in terms of what you can go out into your showroom and purchase and ride on the road.
Well, I think there's been a bit of a disparity or a bit of a disconnect, and I'm sure some of
the reality is, these super bikes for all the manufacturers, Yamaha, Ducati, BMW, Kawasaki, and Honda, are halo products, aren't they? And it is a kind of top trumps battle. If you come to war, you better bring your heaviest hardware. And you're quite right. Unfortunately for Honda, they've just been that half step behind, haven't they? Until now. And that's reflected again in kind of how many different things you've got on it. IMU, wheelie control, multiple traction control modes, and the amount of engineering and changes that have gone into the engine. So a lot of the inspiration around this is from the RC213V, which is effectively the GP bike, and it also gets raced at the Isle of Man TT. You're talking titanium everything, aluminium everything. The list just goes on and on and on with this bike. You know, electronics with the SP bike, which is the one we're looking at. Electronic suspension, it's got improved.
Styling is subjective.
Yeah, very much.
This is really gorgeous. I mean, and they do it in a black version as well, which we'll put into the frame right now. But the all black, I'm an all black fan. My bike is all black. Yeah. But that is jaw-droppingly gorgeous in my opinion. I love what they've done with the wings that they've
so again, GP inspired.
A separate flappy wing, you know, you've got something built into the...
It probably does fly. I mean, maybe if they made them slightly bigger, you could just take off with this, couldn't you? But I mean...
give it too much that happy handle, you probably will.
Well, I mean, I dread to think. Again, we haven't talked about, you know, the curb weight, wet.
That's the top of the...
Well, look, that's as close to a track tyre for the road as you can get, right? Yeah. So you know they're going to be super sticky. The section on it is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
But...
and you've got great brakes as well. So the SP is fitted with Brembo's dilemmas, which we've talked about that brake. Actually, quite a lot of the top bikes that are coming out are fitted with that caliper, and that's been on that braking system. And yes, again, frankly, you're going to need it.
You are.
I love the exhaust. Actually, I love the look of the exhaust. And you know, again, we're seeing like exhaust get bigger and bigger and bigger. We've had quite a few conversations about that. But this, they've made a really, really nice job of it, and they've hidden the cat well as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a massive fan of that S1000RR cat. The end can's quite nice, but it's got an absolute coffin of a catalytic converter. I mean, they've hidden this quite nicely with the plastics.
Well, it's interesting, and others not so much, but everybody's presented with different problems. You know, I don't think necessarily Euro 5 issues translate based on how much power. Reference back to MotoGP, you can see that in every aspect of the bike.
Yes.
The winglets, the longer swing arm, the handlebar position, the tech. You know, I mean, they have taken a big step forward with this bike, and they haven't. You definitely get the sense and the feeling that they've left no stone unturned this time.
Sure.
You know, we know this. That you know, the BMW just launched a new RR. Yamaha have just come to market with their new R1 and R1M. You know, there are obviously Panigale, and there are different iterations.
Show a big piston fork, a standard, and Nissin brakes. It's probably going to be great, and that bike comes at 20,000 basically.
Give or take 20 grand. With the hardware, the Öhlins objective-based tuning interface now offers finer suspension adjustment front and rear. 3 individual modes can be set and stored, allowing the rider to configure multiple settings for track, and you can switch it whenever you want whilst you're riding the bike.
I mean, that's quite impressive because you've got